Hey everybody, this is RJ on Prophecy. The progressive move of the gay agenda is displaying the very nature of Satan in these last and evil days. Now in Genesis chapters 1 and 2, it talks about creation. It talks about when God created the universe, the earth, plant life, animal life, and his best creation, which is human life. And Satan, he was witnessing the work of God's creation. And when he saw that God created man and woman, male and female, in his image and in his likeness, that must have made Satan extremely jealous. Making man and woman God's number one creation, it must have angered Satan, because Satan is he's an extremely jealous being, and he is totally against God and his plan for humanity. And it makes me wonder why Satan chose to deceive Eve first. He didn't deceive Adam first, he deceived Eve first. Now I know that Satan hates humanity, but he must really hate women, because women have the ability to give birth, and along with the man, that's procreation, and so he hates that. And I think about Matthew chapter 2 verses 13 through 16, where Satan tried to kill Jesus when he was a baby. So it's something about women that he just can't stand, and that's very interesting. The anger and hatred of Satan towards humanity, particularly women, is the reason why he's pushing the gay agenda along with depopulation. Now, the divine judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah was not just because of the sin of homosexuality. You see, living a homosexual lifestyle, whether it's the LGBT, but just living a homosexual lifestyle, it displays the very nature of Satan. That's why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, because of a bunch of people displaying the very nature and character of Satan himself. That's why God called it a grievous sin in Genesis 18:20, because it's an abomination. So when you think about the anger and hatred of Satan, creation, man and woman, male, female, and procreation, it makes sense why the gay agenda is being pushed so aggressively, with the gay pride parades and stuff, and the desensitization of people through TV shows and commercials and movies and music and video games and even cartoons now. The acceptance and glorification of lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgenders. Absolutely ridiculous. Schools indoctrinating children with the gay and lesbian lifestyle, telling innocent little kids, it's okay for boys to be girls, it's okay for girls to be boys. No, it's not. I mean, allowing transgenders to use the women's restroom, and that's a safety issue. That's a big time safety issue for women. It just goes to show that the gay agenda is Satan's agenda, because it shows the very nature and character of Satan himself. Now, the man who will be Satan in the flesh, who will be the Antichrist, will be a homosexual. He will be a homosexual dictator. Now, in Daniel chapter 11, verses 36 and 37, it says, and the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women. nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. Some people think that the Antichrist will be so full of himself that he won't have a desire for women. And they just believe that he will just act like he's just better than everybody. But I don't think that's true. I believe what is true is that Daniel was, mentioning that the Antichrist will be a homosexual. I mean, you don't have a desire for women. You won't pay no attention to women. That sounds like homosexuality, okay? So the Antichrist will be Satan in the flesh, the son of Satan. And his nature is homosexuality, because that's the very nature of Satan himself, which is sodomy, okay? Now the satanic statue, Baphomet, a half human, half goat figure with male and female body parts. Now that statue is not how Satan looks, but it reveals his character, which is sodomy. This is why the gay agenda is glorified and forced upon everyone. You see, Satan, he wants every man to be gay. He wants every woman to be a lesbian. And why does he want that? So that he can have control of the population. To control the population and decrease the population. To destroy the family unit. To destroy traditional marriage. And to establish a global society that worships and glorifies the very nature of Satan. That is the gay agenda, which is Satan's agenda.